Hi, my name is Nighat Yaqoob and I'm Iman's mum. Iman actually was born at 25 weeks at Salford Hospital. I just didn't feel well throughout the pregnancy. I was just feeling sick, and when I went to hospital and they checked me and I was 6 centimetres dilated at 25 weeks. They said she's very unlikely to make it because she had chronic lung disease, because she was born 1 pound 5. She had one kidney, she had poor muscle tone, she had hardly any skin, so she was like bones. She couldn't breathe on her own. Because she was on the CPAP and the oscillator, that affected her eyes. So that's why Iman's blind in the left eye. Looking back, it was quite sad, and the doctor said that just prepare for the worst. Iman's everything that her milestones she's had to learn. It didn't come natural. When they actually told me when she was diagnosed deaf, I broke down. That was the time when I broke down, when they did a hearing test and they told me she was deaf. And I bottled that inside and I wouldn't accept it, and I was really quiet and I wouldn't really speak to anybody. And it was just trying to come to terms with it. Think what am I going to do? How many more things that are going to happen that I can't cope with. You always have to explain, why she's not talking, why is she wearing that. And people will look and stare, think, what's wrong with your child? And I'd always answer everybody honestly. She's deaf. She's born 1 pound 5. There was nothing wrong with her. She's just got additional needs, and that's okay. She started in the nursery, and she was really happy until she started mainstream, and I thought it was really hard because she wasn't settling in. Every time I'd pick her up, she'd scratch the teacher. I started asking questions, and the teaching, she was in a little box room. I mean, it was awful. The room was so small. She just used to have like a couple of toys, and she was cooped in that room for most of the day. And she wasn't really socialising with the other children. It was always, Iman, she's naughty, and I wouldn't accept it. It wasn't because she was naughty, it was because she was crying for help. That place wasn't right for her because they didn't understand her needs. So when I came to Seashell, first thing, I was like, oh wow. It was just like a different place. I'd never seen anything like it. There was everything that I knew that Iman would love. When I saw the climbing wall, the swimming, the hydro pool, the gym, I hadn't seen children walking around the grounds as though it was their own home. And it just didn't feel like a school or a college. It just felt the children being at home. Everything was, oh wow, Iman's going to love this.
How I would describe Iman is that she's a very curious, outgoing, determined young lady. She's very sociable with her staff and enjoys going on outings. She is a very determined woman. She has a great work ethic. Once she has a sequence task in front of her, she will make sure that she gets it done. She'll follow a checklist from start to finish, and she will do a great job with it. For students like Iman, Seashell is a one-stop shop. She has her house and residential. She has her college education. She also has access to the health services in Seashell, such as audiology and the healthcare team, alongside the speech and language and the occupational therapists. One of Iman's favourite things to do revolves around the college cafe. She'll help with taking orders from the staff, making a shopping list. When the shopping has been bought, she'll come in and she'll put all the shopping away for all the staff. And then of course she loves to do the cooking, so chopping and making flatbreads. In recent weeks she's made pizzas. And of course, at the very end, she loves to eat what she has made. It's great to see all her successes, and I can't wait to see what she achieves when she finishes in Seashell.
Since she's come to Seashell, she's absolutely thriving and has become more independent. So she's done really well. I'm really proud of her. It's such a big college, but everybody knows Iman. Everybody knows each other, and it's such a nice community. You just feel so welcome. It's a family. Seashell is a family. And I really wish you could stay.